Social media addiction is a term that is often used to refer to someone who spends too much time on social media like Facebook. As a result, it affects the person's daily life. Although there is no official medical recognition on social media addiction as a disease, the negative habit of excessive use of social media has become a subject of much discussion and research. Hi, my name is Cornel and I am a social media analyst. So, as of January 2020, about 81% of the Malaysian population were active social media users. This was about a one-third increase compared to 2016, in which the social media users amounted to approximately 60% of the total population. Based on a news article in May 2019, International Market Research Agency YouGov Asia Pacific, in its latest survey, found that Malaysians spend an average of 5 hours and 47 minutes a day on social media, in a clear showcase of a growth in broadband use. YouGov APAC said its data revealed 1 in 6 Malaysians, or 17%, spend more than 9 hours a day browsing for updates, among others, on social media. Social media were particularly designed to be addictive and make more people to engage with it frequently, especially Facebook, which is a top social media platform with the largest number of active users. With so many users on this platform, there is a need to create order, and an algorithm does just that. On Facebook, for example, there is an algorithm which directs pages and content to display in a certain order, specifically for that users. This will automatically attract users to engage and spend more time on Facebook. So, more time spent on social media, it will lead to social media addiction.
Hi, I'm Renali Salai binti Razalai with my matrix number A168332 and I'm the psychologist. First and foremost, do you really think that everything what people say on social media is accurate? Based on the research from Dr. Arin Vogel, a postdoc in the Department of Psychiatry, studies social media and well-being, said people that present their positive versions of themselves on social media, in which they are trying to portray the better aspect of their lives and making like that they are having a great life, tend to make them feel worse. As a result, this can be shown when these young adults were asked, do you think everything what you say on social media is accurate? They say, no, of course. It shows that people are selectively showing the best versions of themselves only on the media. But there are still affected by it. People seem to recognize the opportunities to portray positively on social media, but they seem hurting themselves more rather than helped by it, just because they are looking at unrealistic versions of other people. Secondly, people who use Facebook and other social media more commonly appear to have depressive symptoms, low self-esteem, or other negative experiences. Moreover, an experiment was conducted where they made their own social media profiles that were supposed to be actual college students' profiles. There varied things like how attractive and fit the person was in the photos, and how many they liked and commented on their posts, and found that what the individual was presenting and the social feedback they obtained from other users influenced how their participants saw themselves temporarily. People temporarily had a lower self-esteem and felt bad about themselves after entering their lab and looking at only 1 or 2 of these profiles. Now we can see that social media addiction is something that we should aware. Therefore, we need to realize the importance of controlling the usage of social media.
Hi, I'm the next presenter, Nur Irina Tiram, number metric A16 from Group 2 in Set 26. I was interested with the current issue topic, which is the addiction towards social media, and I chose to focus on the assistant professor. So what is an assistant professor? An assistant professor is entry-level university teaching position below that of associate professor and full professor. We do conduct research, teach classes, advise students on their studies, and perform numerous administrative functions such as attending faculty meetings and professional conferences or events. There are many perceptions of professor using social media as for faculty usage. Nowadays, images or videos must have the largest following collaborative authoring tools for sharing and editing documents, where it appears that the most prevalent functions served by this tool are communication, content delivery, interaction, and collaboration. It seems that the increasing numbers of educators using smartphones as educational tools to share material with the student is to enable students to produce a greater work and encourage interaction among them. So the professor seems easily choose to use smartphone in the classroom and tablet, since the mobile devices have a multiple functions such as the formula system in the Excel, which is more easy for the calculation classes. Being connected in the classroom has promoted a more active learning environment with a greater feedback for the educators and could improve student motivation in studies. So we know that the uses of social media could allow for a better social interaction and easy creation of content by the users, especially between the educators and students. It seems that the professor could be a more proactive educators who are driven to learn and adopt with the new technology. Those beneficial tools and access will make learning become a pleasant process for students. It is crucial to be active in many social platforms possible that could help to create a better student training strategies and shape student culture. There is many valuable knowledge to be gained through social media, such as insights on various topics or issues for study purposes that can establish beneficial connection for the student careers. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Cik Nur Syuhada, metric number A168481 from Group 2. As the last presenter, based on the video just now, it is proven that addiction to social media will have a detrimental effect on mental health. Because social media addiction is becoming increasingly prevalent nowadays, there are several ways to prevent it from getting worse. There are 3 simple ways that can be practiced to reduce addiction to social media. The first way is to turn off notifications for social media. This is because, due to the availability of these notifications, the public will always see what will be shown to them. If this notification is closed, then it will be easier for a person to focus more on work and will not be easily distracted. As told by Abhijit Naskar, pay attention to your people but not to your phone. On the other hand, limit yourself from surfing social media. It is an individual role to just allow themselves to check the phone only every 30 minutes and set a timer when starting to surf social media. When the limit has reached the end, then strengthen yourself to stop and do not be tempted to add a little more time. At first, it is quite difficult, but in the end, it will be worth it. The last one is leaving the smartphone in a separate room. As we know that social media is a place where people post about their lives like food, vacation spot and so on. If smartphones are not isolated from the bed, we will always see what is displayed on social media before and after sleep. This makes there a feeling of jealousy in the heart, which in turn will cause oneself stress and dissatisfaction with what we already have in life. In conclusion, addiction to social media can be done if preventive measures are taken consistently. There are studies that has been done and proven that by isolating yourself from smartphone and social media for 30 days will be able to reduce a person's addiction to social media. So what are you waiting for? Starting from now on, so that mental health problem will not get worse. The less addicted to social media, the less mental health problem in society. That's all from me and thank you.